Hi, my name is Morale K. Jackson, but you can call me Jack for short. I'm going to make sure that's steady. I'm not sure if it is. Anyway, apologies for my overall sweaty appearance and the lackluster quality of this video, but I'm filming this very quickly and without the intent of editing it, which is why I'm filming it very quickly, because counting today and counting the day of, it is officially 10 days until I go to see the Terrible Influence Tour, which I am so excited about. And I decided literally like 2 hours ago, which is why I'm filming this right now at like 10:30 at night. I decided literally 2 hours ago that I want to post something Dan and Phil related every single day leading up to then, to sort of count down to it, mainly just for myself, but also you might like to see me ramble on about different Dan and Phil related topics. So because I just decided to do this for the first time today, I figured something easy for me to do that would still be fun is to show off my collection of merch that I have collected over the years. Now, this seemed like it was quite a big collection when I showed it off at my Dan and Phil themed 23rd birthday party. Honestly, one of my favorite birthday parties I've ever had. If you watching are one of my friends who was there, thank you for coming. It was super fun, and thank you for letting me ramble on about them, especially considering only one of the people there was a fanny. So I thought I would just show off some of the merch that I've gotten over the years, not counting t-shirts because that has been too many, and some of them are destroyed just from years of wear. Is this ring light helping, or is it more distracting because of my glasses? I don't know if that's... We're just, you know, I'm just gonna turn it off, all right? There. So, this is fine. I also have to crouch down. This is fine. I am just going to start in chronological order, which means that, of course, the first thing is Tabanoff. This is the first piece of merch of theirs that I ever got, because this came out like 2015, I think, and I joined the fandom like late 2014. I remember it being shortly after my 13th birthday, and I remember the first video that I watched being Halloween themed, but I'm not sure which one it is. So around 10 years ago now. Wow, 10 years ago now. So this is the first piece of merch that I officially got. I think I got like a Cat Whiskers Come From Within shirt after this. But of course we have Tabanoff, still in pretty good condition even after these 9 years. Oh, wow. I wanted to show you, I started drawing in it because there are these pages that like just have their fringes, I think. And I was going to draw around it. I started drawing around it because I was inspired by pages like this that was just like typography. And I was like, I'm gonna draw a little bit now, and I'm gonna keep drawing in it until the whole page is filled up with doodles. And I'm just gonna doodle here, and it's gonna be great. And then I never finished it. I am having trouble finding it now because I'm trying to be quick. Oh, it's in the back of the book. It is this. These are the same fringes that will make another appearance later in this here video. But as you can see, I drew a ladder, and then I just had all the letters spelling out ladders going down. I was 14. Give me a break. I wrote nose pressure on the side there. I just remembered what my plan was. They were all going to be Phyllis Not on Fire references. I was gonna wait for each new one to come out. Ugh. Well, it was gonna end at 10 anyway, so it's not like I could have filled up the whole page considering I only drew 3 things for whichever one this one was. 6? 7? 6? Was it 6? I don't know how to do math. I also drew this, which says the whiskering begins. Yeah, this is definitely all Phyllis Not on Fire references, and I only drew 3 things. So who knows, might complete this impromptu doodle page at some point in the future. I also remember seeing something from people that were like, we want to bring Tabanoff and have everyone there sign it like it's a yearbook. And I thought that was such a cute idea that I kind of want to do that. So I think it would be really fun to finally have these pages completed by instead having everyone at the tour sign it like a yearbook. So it's not just like signed by them when I meet them at a later show, but also like by all the other fannies there to commemorate the memories and being there at the tour. I just think it would be really fun. The next thing in the timeline, I don't remember exactly, but you know how I said I wasn't including t-shirts and I'm not including a lot of clothing items because it would be way too many I've had over the years. It would be a like 70-minute long video. I did choose a few things that I thought were particularly iconic. So next up we have, of course, the fringe boob sweater. Yes, the fringe boob sweater. And if you're wondering, hey Jack, that is in like really good condition. How is it in such good condition despite being a pretty old sweater? Well, that is because I have worn it maybe twice. I wore it to school. That is my cat. He's complaining. I wore it to school exactly one time, and then I got made fun of because a girl said it looked like my boobs had angry eyebrows, and then I never wore it again. So I've worn this in public twice. I wore it to school that one time, and I think years and years and years later when I found this like stuffed all the way in the back of like my wardrobe, I was like, you know what? It's ironic now. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So I'm just gonna wear it, but I haven't worn it since then because I don't know. I just haven't. I think, Joopy, I think now might be a good time actually to wear it again. At tit? No, I have a whole other outfit planned, but you know what? It's a possibility. I would think it is very iconic and funny if I were to see somebody else wearing that. But yes, I have the iconic fringe boob sweater. And I got it unironically too. I just thought it was cute because their hair was like an iconic part of them. What is it? I'm trying not to edit this video. Reason why I mentioned the timeline is that the next thing that I have on my mental list is Dapko. This book I do not have as much attachment to as Tabanoff. I loved Tabanoff. I still love it. I could flip through it right now and be like, oh my god, the memories, and still like be entertained and have a good time. For Dapko, I think I have more appreciation for it now, but at the time I was quite critical of it. I was like, this is basically just printed out Instagram. But I understand now that it's meant to be like a coffee table book. But you know, at the time I was like, there's no substance to this. And there isn't, but it's like fun, you know? You know, with Tabanoff, I was like, oh, it's like the brand and it's tying into the tour and it's like a celebration of like all the internet culture. I was very pretentious as a teenager. I still am, even though I was into all of this ridiculousness. That's just how it goes. So Dapko, I think I have more of an appreciation for now, but it is essentially a photo book chronicling the tour, so I do think it's a pretty good companion piece to Tabanoff and Tadanoff. And if I could, I would make some sort of like a DVD box set that includes like the books and also Tadanoff, except on DVD and with all the little extra bonus features of like videos uploaded around that time about the tour. While he is complaining, give me 1 second. I am still committing to not editing this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna shuffle out of here. What? Ow. I'm just gonna take you with me. This is Jupiter. He is my cat. He's my darling boy, and he's clawing at my thighs right now. Then, oh, sure, okay, go ahead. The next thing in the timeline, if we were to look through, what would the next thing be in the timeline, Joopy? What do you think? Oh, this poster, which of course he's blocking now. I think this is next. This is like 2015, 2016. This signed poster that I have, you can't see the signatures very well, but they're the, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to like knock you off your balance, but it is signed. Oh, he's trying to get up there. Okay, this is the headboard to my bed, by the way. My room is laid out very weird. I'm sorry I keep looking at myself and not you. You deserve to be paid attention to. this poster, which is the like Japan poster essentially. It's the cherry blossoms poster. I never got the shirt or the sweater with this design on it, which I do regret, and I think I would buy it now. But I did get this poster and I still really, really love it. It's still very much my aesthetic because it's very like foresty and it has little pastel colors. And I love that it says Dan and Phil in Japanese, and it is signed by them in gold Sharpie with the old signature, yes, with the classic signatures. So I think that's next in the timeline. So of course, jumping ahead a little bit, the next thing we have is the Interactive Introverts DVD, this little holographic one. I didn't get the like special one that was blue, but I was still happy to get this one because I think that one's sold out by that point. It literally does not come up on camera. Wow, okay, well basically it sort of, it looks like a spotlight comes on and off. But I love this DVD. I don't have a DVD player, so I can't watch it. So whenever I do want to watch Introverts, I use other means. Yo ho. I don't think they would be mad about that. I bought the DVD. Yeah, it just slides out of this. You've all seen it. I don't need to show you, but I will anyway because it's fun. We have some photo cards in here. I've left this in here. This also came with a poster, but I think I intended to hang this up at the time and then just put it back in. And then I haven't opened this DVD for years because we don't have a DVD player anymore in this house. So I just didn't need to. So that poster is still in there, but now it's like an old poster that I think is kind of rare because the only people who have it are people who got this DVD. So I'm just gonna keep it in there for safekeeping. Every now and then I take it out and I unfold it and I look at it, and then I fold it back up and I put it back in and it stays in there. But I do love this. I would love to have this on my wall anyway. Is that upside down? It is. I can't tell. The video is reversed on my phone, on my screen. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that in there because it's just fun to me that it's been in there since 2018. So it's been in there for 6 years. God, the unceasing march of time affects us all, really. I got the DVD mainly because I did not get to see this tour, because I did see Tadanoff. I saw it with my cousin, and then when Introverts started, I asked my mom if I could go see it, and she said, and I quote, "But you already saw them on tour." Yeah, but this is a different one, Mom. And I want to go to this one. And I didn't get to see it in person, but I do have the DVD and I have watched it like digitally. So that's fun. Related to that, because it came with the DVD, if you also have it, you might be wondering where this other thing is. It did come with a patch, like an iron-on like patch that said Introvert on it. And you might be wondering where that is if you also have this item in your possession. And you may also remember from the tour this black denim jacket that said Introvert on it that I wanted more than anything at that time. But again, I didn't get it. I don't know why. I just wasn't getting a lot of merch at this time other than the DVD itself. So I simply ironed that patch onto this denim jacket with some like little tiny flowers embroidered onto it that I already had, and I love this jacket. This has literally been in the wardrobe rotation since 2018. Like, this jacket was one of my main jackets I wore during high school. I wore it throughout community college. I wore it throughout being at a 4-year university. I've just graduated. I still reach for this jacket. I have literally been wearing it the entire time. It's a good basic black denim jacket. I wear a lot of black like every single day anyway. I know I'm not now, but I'm in my pajamas because it is like 11 p.m. at night. But yeah, this has been in the main rotation. It's also just a good jacket anyway. This is one I had, but I love it even more because it says Introvert on it. And it's like, if you know, you know. And I love merch like that more than like even the super obvious kind. I say that, and yet I want the Dan and Phil Made Me Gay shirt really badly. Because I think it would be funny. But yes, I have my own version of the Introverts black denim jacket. But again, I do think I would still buy that today, like if I saw it like on Depop or eBay or something like that, or some sort of resale site. Just not like right now, because there's no need for it right now, and I don't have any like disposable income at the moment, but I have my own version of it. Also related are, I know I just said I didn't get a lot of merch at this time, and it seems like I did, but I have the Introverts plushies. And I love these so much. I did not get the originals when they came out. I think I was a little late to the game for that. I think they had already come out by the time that I really started to be obsessed with them. But I have the Introverts ones. I didn't get the pastel ones either. I think they had just like sold out, or I didn't get to. I don't know what it was. But I have the Introverts ones. I think they're adorable. I love them so much. They've just been sitting like on my shelf, or like on the corner of my bed, or like, you know, around in different little places, and I always put them together, and I always put them sitting and on the correct sides. And I usually just like, I just sit them like this. He's really complaining. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will go get him a second time. Pardon me. What do you want? You want to get up there? There you go. He likes to sit on my windowsill. I'm sorry this video is so chaotic. It's probably not an easy watch. Maybe I should edit. I don't have time to edit this to actually post this on October 2nd, which is today's date. I need to finish filming this very soon. I still have stuff to get through. That was my Introverts merch. I have these. I love them so much. They're a great comfort to me. And I love just feeling like I have a little bushy Dan Phil. They're very cute. They're very cute. They just sit on this little corner of this desk here sometimes. So continuing on in order, I guess we jump ahead in time a little bit, because I did not get a lot of merch for a good few years there, and the sort of transition into adulthood. I never stopped watching them, but I think there was definitely a period of time, like around the pandemic, when I became a little bit less obsessed. You know, the hiatus was going on, and I was dealing with my own stuff during the pandemic. And also because I was like an adult now, I felt it might be a little silly to ask for like YouTuber merch, or to spend my own money on YouTuber merch. But actually, it's that notion that is silly, because if I want something and it would make me happy, and it has to do with something that I'm interested in that also makes me happy, what's silly about that? You know, because clearly I still treasure these things, even when I've had them for years and years, they still bring me joy. So like, that's a good investment. So jumping ahead in time a bit, I guess the next thing to show you would be one of my favorite pieces of merch. The We're All Doomed leather jacket. I love this so much. We're All Doomed also, just as a show, holds such a special place in my heart. I love it so much. It is exactly what I needed to hear at the time. And I'm glad I got something to commemorate that. I love the show so much. I love this jacket too. I also just wear it as like a stylish thing, and it's also one of those if you know you know kinds of things. So if someone is like, I like your jacket, then you know. You know what they mean by that. And I simply appreciate it. I was able to meet other fannies at Berkeley, because that's where I went to college, UC Berkeley, just from them complimenting this leather jacket right here. I took the belt out because it sort of hung flaccidly around my hips, God, in a way that was quite unflattering and would come loose and like drag on the oh God. Take this literally. I took out the belt. It's still around here somewhere, but I prefer the look without the belt anyway. But yeah, I love this jacket so much. It is actually such good quality, and I really love it. And because of that, it also came with this Polaroid, which I am gatekeeping, with this Polaroid of Dan. because if you ordered that, because I ordered it when the live stream happened, you would get a free Polaroid with it. And this is the actual Polaroid, but I'm gatekeeping it because I like the idea that I'm one of the only people who has ever seen this photo of Dan. There's just something about that that I like, you know? It's like, well, this is my thing, you know? He's meowing again. I'm so sorry about that. He's fine, by the way. But I like the idea that I'm one of the only people who's ever seen this. I've shown this to like my family, and I've shown it to the friends of mine who were at my Dan and Phil themed birthday party. And those are the only people besides myself and Dan, obviously, and I assume Phil, because he was probably around when he took it, and also the IRL merch team when they sent it out. Okay, so quite a few people, but when it comes to fannies, only myself and that one friend that was at my birthday party have ever seen it. So I am 50% of all fans who have ever seen this photo of Dan. And I like it because if there's anything that I learned from my film and media studies degree, it is that things like film, which includes Polaroids, have an indexical relationship to the subject. Because the way that film cameras work is that the light that bounces off of the subject goes into the lens of the camera and makes a physical imprint on the film, meaning that a bit of the light that actually touched the subject is forever captured physically on the film that you have. So there's a bit of Dan here, or at least the light that bounced off of his face. But that's how we see people anyway. What you see, the light that goes into your eyes, is the light that bounces off of them anyway. So it's sort of like seeing him in person, even though I'm seeing a photograph. That's why film and photography were such a big deal. And I think with everything being digital now, it's sort of easy. I'm sorry, I'm getting into it. It's sort of easy to not think of it that way. But just remember, starting out, every photograph literally contained a piece of the person. So I just think that's really cool. So around the same time, I think the next thing we have is Phil's U2's figurine. I also made a video reviewing this and like unboxing it. I was very tired when I filmed and edited that. So if you see it, I have this strange energy about me. I also have a strange energy about me right now, but it's a different kind. Ooh, anyway, I'm looking at the fact that it's 22 minutes already. Who's gonna watch this? I don't know. Hopefully I'm being somewhat entertaining. But I have my Phil U2's figurine. I'll wrap this up, I promise. Which I love so much. I love having, I just love having like a little Phil sitting on my shelf. He lives on my writing desk. He lives on my writing desk over there. Where I actually don't do as much writing as I should, but it is like an old-timey, like fully wooden writing desk that has like one of those things that like pulls down. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't insert a picture because I'm not editing this, but it's what it's like. Picture like what kind of a desk Sherlock would have. That is the kind of, or like Edgar Allan Poe, or some sort of like poet, someone writing with a quill. You know, that's the kind of desk that I have, and it is gigantic, and it is from the 80s, and my aunt got it for me from a Facebook group called Buy Nothing, so it was free. Yay. Anyway, he sits there to serve as a comforting presence and source of inspiration, to sort of, just through his presence, be like, I believe in you. So it's nice to have him there. And of course, the box that he came in is signed, which is very cool. So I have another signed thing, and this is signed by Phil. I'm also kind of fascinated by the smudge on this side because I don't know quite where that came from or how that got there, but yeah, also signed. Very cool. And so I guess timeline wise, the last thing I really have to show you is the paperback edition of You Will Get Through the